Cheers! It's time to toast to a new year. But when the festivities are over, what are you going to do for a successful 2022? Well, if you're ready for 8 power moves that you must do to mommy up in the new year, stay tuned. Happy New Year, good people! Welcome to Mommy Room Redo, a show created to help you moms design homes that you'll love and your kids will enjoy. In this episode, we showcase African American moms from coast to coast in their favorite rooms as they share 8 power moves to help you mommy up in 2022. And with that, let's get started.
Salutations to Quebec. Welcome to Quebec, Canada. Welcome and join me in my favorite room of the house. That would be my kitchen and living room. So my name is Gamelia Michaud. I've been married for 23 years. I have 6 kids, 5 boys and 1 girl. Why is this my favorite room? This is where all the magic happens, folks. Kids come in, Mom, what do we have to eat? Feed them, we sit down and enjoy some wholesome entertainment. My wish for you for 2022 coming up is for you guys to be safe and healthy. And literally, moms, if you're not okay, your kids are not okay. Take care of yourselves and have a great new year.
Hello there, fellow moms. I'm Brittany Chapman, the owner of Chat with B, a popular lifestyle and social community. My journey to motherhood was anything but typical. And that's part of the reason why I created my virtual space, Chat with B. I really didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. So I figured, why not make my own space? Give myself a seat at the table, if you will. I'm a stepmom, but some people like to refer to me as a bonus mom. It has a little bit of a nicer ring. It doesn't have so much negative stigma attached to it. But any way you spin it, I do not have any biological children currently. And early on in my motherhood journey, I really didn't quite embrace it the way I probably could have or should have. And, I could say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't know any better. I allowed comparison to be the thief of my joy in taking on the comments that people had, the shade that people threw my way, and of course, wondering when it would be my turn. My advice for you coming into 2022 would be to be present. As moms, we spend so much time worrying about our next steps, our next tasks, what we're gonna cook for dinner. And that robs us of the opportunity to enjoy the now. There is so much beauty in the now, but we often miss it because we're so focused on coordinating and planning and orchestrating and all the things. So in 2022, I want you to focus on being present in the now. I promise you. And I don't make promises I can't keep. You will have a more enjoyable experience in life, and you'll be asking yourself, why you didn't change your outlook sooner? My wish for you, my prayer for you, is that you have a healthy, a prosperous, and a stressless 2022. From my heart to yours.
Hey sis, we know you've been watching Mommy Room Redo content, but you have yet to subscribe. So let's change that right now.
Welcome to my favorite room, and it's my favorite room because I am standing in front of my favorite picture, and it's a baptism, and a country baptism that reminds me of where I'm from, which is the South, as well as my cotton plant. And I try and put cotton plants in all the rooms just to remind me of our history and my purpose and my calling. And I know this year has been really tough, especially for my family. I've gone through a divorce after 36 years, and it was really, really hard. He is the love of my life, and my heart aches, but it's important in life that we make a decision to choose ourselves. And I chose me, and to move forward in all of my being and to live out my purpose. So what will I leave you with? The same thing I leave myself with. Go forth and be fruitful, multiply, invest, grow, and have a lot of fun. Peace out. Happy New Year.
Hi there, my name is Rhonda Peterson. I live in Atlanta, and I am an interior designer. My favorite space in my home is actually my deck outside. That's where I go to sit, to read, to meditate, just to actually have a quiet moment to myself. And I'm sure a lot of you moms out there can relate to that. If we're talking about inside my home, my favorite space is actually my living room where I'm standing right now. However, there's not very much in here because my daughter Jillian and I have a platform, Gigi and Ro, and we're wanting to transform the living room and the dining room into a space that actually accommodates all the things that we want to do and all the things that we're currently doing. So the one thing that I want to talk about right now for just this little bit of time is extending grace to yourselves. I know for me, I find it so much easier to extend grace to everyone else, to allow everyone else to make their mistakes, to show up late, to even not do some of the things that they say they're going to do. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. And I have that understanding and allow that grace to them. I don't necessarily do it with myself. I'm not as graceful with myself when I make a mistake, or when I'm late for something, or when I just don't get something done that I wanted to get done. I don't allow myself that grace to not do those things. And that's one thing that I would love to change in 2022, is to allow myself that grace and that space to be sometimes late, to be sometimes a procrastinator, to be sometimes human. So if there's one thing I can say to you, allow yourself grace in 2022 in whatever way that is for you. And I hope you have a blessed one.
And here's our question of the day. What things do you plan to do in 2022 to mommy up or become a better mom? Put those success tips down in the comments.
This is Nicole, and I'm sending you a Christmas Eve video. I'm not a big DIYer, but here is actually one of the favorite DIY things I did. Instead of putting artwork around my house, I put big pictures that are important to me, and that's my daughter. And so it's a space. This is the space that I sit in. Usually I sit in actually my office, so I sit in to work, but when I can be working and look back and see Madison's lovely face, it can calm my spirit. It can help calm my day. And now on Christmas Eve, before I, as most moms, go through the hustle and bustle of putting in batteries and gifts and wrapping presents and probably not getting to sleep until 1 in the morning to get right back up at 6 o'clock to open gifts. Sitting here with this picture and my glass of wine helps me just truly get into Christmas. I hope that you had an amazing 2021. I know with COVID, there were probably tons of bumps in the road, but we made it. We're here. But truly wishing that 2022 is filled with answers to all of your hopes and your desires, all of your dreams come true, whether it's new jobs or new homes that you can do more DIY things in, whatever it is that your heart desires. I wish it for you in this coming year. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays. I'm Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor here in Southern California, and yes, it is raining, pouring down, and I'm loving it. And, you know, I think about my grandson when he's here. He's 5 years old, full of wonder, full of energy, full of questions, and he loves the rain. And I think about how as adults, as we deal with life's challenges and all the different seasons we go through and the storms that we go through, we lose our childlike wonder. We lose our appreciation. And we get bitter about the seasons that we have to go through. We get bitter and worn out from the storms that we have to grow through. And so when I look at the rain today and I feel the rain, I'm feeling gratitude that I have come to a point in my life where I appreciate the many seasons of life. I've been through the seasons, you know, marriage, childbirth, losing one of my sons to cancer at 38 years old, being an entrepreneur, writing books, having a business, having a ministry, going through sickness and surgery, and all the many ups and downs of life. But what I've learned to practice is gratitude. So even when it's raining, I can look out and I can find something to be thankful for. The grass is getting green. The flowers will be so much brighter. The sky will be so much cleaner. And I challenge myself all the time, no matter the weather, that I can find something to be grateful for. Because one thing I've learned as a mother, as a parent, we set the atmosphere in our homes. If we are depressed, our children feel it. When we are calm and grateful and we feel organized and, you know, our children feel it. When we feel grateful, our children feel it. When we're hopeful, our children feel it. When we are feeling creative, our children feel it. When we're feeling stressed, our children feel it. So I challenge myself to regulate my moods. I challenge myself to be aware of the power that I have as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, as a grandmother, as a leader in my community, to take care of myself. And whether it's raining or whether the sun is out, I always find something to be grateful for. I pray that you and your family have a wonderful and healthy and safe holiday season. I pray that you have an amazing new year and that you trust the process. No matter what you're going through or what you're growing through, don't give up. God bless you and stay in the light.
I am in my favorite room of the house. I'm in the living room and I'm hanging out with Miss Vera. She's on the ottoman right now. And I love this room because this is where the children and I get to watch movies and play games and talk. It's just a wonderful, comfortable space that I created so that we all can enjoy it. So it's my favorite room in the house. What you'd be surprised about though is a couple of weeks ago, I took everything out of here. And I did that because the children were not taking care of the space. There was stuff all around and there were things out of place. And while I don't want to be a drill sergeant in the home, I do want certain things to be in place just so we can enjoy the space, right? So the kids come home and there's no furniture and they're like, what is mom up to now? And I told them that mom is establishing the B word. And they're like, mom, what do you mean by that? And so the B word in that moment and in various moments throughout the year is the word boundary. And so I had to set some boundaries. And those boundaries mean that, hey, we can enjoy the space, but in order for us to do that, there are certain things that you need to do. So you can play here as much as you want, but you need to put those items back. You can eat in the kitchen, which is right next door, but you just can't eat here. And so while they didn't like those rules, they agreed to those rules so that we could get this space back and continue to have all the enjoyment and fun that we've been having throughout the year. And this boundary word is something I've had to establish with other people too. So many people that I love and enjoy, I at times have had to have a conversation and kind of let them know what the rules of engagement are if you want to engage with me. So there's certain things that you cannot say or you cannot do if you want our relationship to flourish. That's tough, right? Because when you care for people and they care for you, and some folks you've been dealing with for years and years, they get accustomed to dealing with you in a certain way. And when all of a sudden you bring out the boundary word, it can rub folks the wrong way. And while I was concerned about that, I was more concerned with my health and wellness. And so I made the choice that I would have the conversation with certain folks so that we can continue to grow in our relationship. Most folks took it well, and for those who didn't, maybe our time was just up, or maybe we will reunite again. But I'm really happy that I did make the choice to use that word this year, boundary. And I'm glad that I allowed folks to use that word with me as well, because now I know how to engage with them. So in 2022, if there are some rules of engagement that you need to set, I encourage you to do so. The conversation can be a hard one, it can be a challenging one, but I believe that setting boundaries is a very necessary conversation that you need to have to flourish in your relationships. In any case, I'm going to get ready to take down this Christmas stuff. Christmas is over. And hopefully I will transform this space into a Valentine's Day space. But in the meantime, I would like to wish you a happy Kwanzaa, a happy New Year, and I look forward to engaging with you in 2022 and beyond.
Thanks for tuning in, and please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Take care.